Stars, shine for me.
Huh? Let's fly! Bullseye! Fire in the hole!
You're in for a little shock.
Let's light it up! Ha! Bullseye! Bullseye! Yeah!
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Take me up! Yeah! Let's fly!
Now I'm all warmed up.
Open fire! Ha! Take me up!
Not now. Don't be scared.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Knock him down.
I see through you, Utopia Killjoy! We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a...
Let's light it up! Let's fly!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
me up! Let's fly! Yeah! Take me up! Let's fly! Take me up! Let's fly! Take me up! Let's fly! Yeah!
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so pretty!
Sir Rahman,
Huh? Me?
do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Take me up! Open fire! Bullseye! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Not now.
Let's run! Bullseye! Open fire! Locked on! Hold on to your hats. Yeah! little closer. Let's run! Open fire! Bullseye!
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high...
You can read ancient...
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental, the scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against them?
Yes. How? You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make any sense. The
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his...
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rook. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting?
Hey,
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
what's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all of this that need to face the
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured...
Raman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is...
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Take me up!
That's close enough.
Let's run!
Need more. Take that!
Rahman,
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to us.
I guess all I can...
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree. But we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No.
We've been all over the desert!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned...
You should have known that I would be...
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all...
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I am really...
Well, you better start talking!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irmin's soul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, do you wish...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Fek with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. They were able to use it. Next, they decided...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to know nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend...
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matter. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence. Some organisms demonstrate this is but a...
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated... When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukadevat. They found that not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight. Slowly but surely, people began to...
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars...
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about some...
Or I can go fetch...
Oh! Paimons!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Raman's joined us, we'll be an even stronger...
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense.
So, everyone.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate...
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw.
The next time we gather here, we must have a...
Yep, it'll...
Everyone is already waiting.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's...
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting,
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything.
What do you think?
Okay.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you two.
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and...
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to... Come on, don't give me that face.
Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions,
You can tell?
I'm not good at scheming or strategy,